I sense more poo flinging coming on.
Hey, what's up my peoples? EmGo here, the freaking geek himself, and today we will be reviewing the DNA designed DK-48 kit for the Takara Rise of the Beast Optimus Primal. So here we are, and there it is, and first and foremost, as always, we'll take a quick look at the packaging. Right up front here we got Primal all like, ah! That's what he's doing. DK-48 Gear Master for ROTB Ultimate Class. On this side we have DK-48, on this side DK-48, on top DK-48, on the bottom words, things, barcodes. On the back of the box you have the contents of said box, and that is basically it for the packaging. And moving right along, here we have the DNA kit for the Takara Rise of the Beast Optimus Primal. And this is pretty much a conversion kit, because you get all the pieces you need to turn your Takara Rise of the Beast Optimus Primal into a Blink. And here is everything you get in the kit. You get a pair of nicely painted silver shoulder pads. We get some nicely done forearm pieces here, some forearm armor. We got this piece here, which is to facilitate weapon storage in the robot mode. This piece has an amusing function. We'll get to that in a bit. We have a piece here. This is for the stock beast mode head, if you want to use it. You also get the key. It's nicely done. You get that orange there in the middle. You can't split in half. Thing you can do if you want to do it. This is like a little collar piece. This will attach to the shoulder pad. Also has some hinges there, so you kind of do what you want there. We got some big old blades. It's just done in a dark gray with the blade itself done in a nice silver. We get a pair of chains here. I do have my qualm about these, but we'll get to that in a little bit. These pieces right here are filler pieces for the feet. And we get a Blink robot mode head. Very nicely done. Some nice details, some nice paintwork there. And we also get a new head for the Beast mode, which again, very nicely done. Lots of nice silver there, red for the eyes. The mouth can also open and close. We get a little transparent red piece in there as well. And the teeth are painted. Very nice head sculpt there. And yeah, so that is everything we get with this kit. So let's show off how all this goes on. And here is our Optimus Primal. And just to be perfectly clear, this kit will only work with the Takara Optimus Primal. This will not work with any other Optimus Primal, just this one specifically. But let's get down to installation, so we'll start from the bottom and work our way up. So first we have the feet filler pieces, and these do go on a specific way, so make sure you're putting them in right, which I am not. Going this way. There we go. With that longer post facing the inside, and then you just give it a little push in. You got that. Then you take this one. That just pops into the toes. And there you go. Now he has filled-in feet. Hooray for filled-in feet. And then you have the forearm armor here, and this will just slide over that post, like so. And for the record, you can still use the little blaster gimmick. Doesn't hinder that. So you take the blade. You have two ports. You can plug it into the front one, plug it into the back one. The instructions want you to plug it onto the back one, so that's what I will do, but as always, you can display it however you wish. There you go. Now he has his forearm armor. And then you have the shoulder pads here, and they just plug right into these ports here on the side. Just make sure you have it lined up. There we go. Just pop that in, and pop that in. And there he has his new shoulder pads. And then you have this like collar piece here, and this plugs onto the shoulder pad. Like so. You can just kind of swing that off to the side. So you got that going on. And lastly, we just have to rip off his head here. So just pop the head off. And take the new head. Pop that on. Like so. And there we go. And there you have a blink. And yeah, I mean, it works out pretty well, pretty straightforward. But it does the job. But let's get in close here so we can take a look now at those AP abs, at the AP noggin. Whoop, there it is. Okay, we'll take a good look at that head sculpt there. Again, very nicely done head sculpt. A nice easy installation. Again, you have use of that ball joint, so you have your wiggly waggly. You can look up, do a squirrel. You can look down. And, you know, the collar prevents any real rotation. You don't get too much. You can get around, but then you start going into, like, kind of, you know, unnatural levels of movement there. But hey, it's movement if you want movement. But all in all, I think it all looks quite good. Love the silver. Nice, bright silver. It's quite nice. Nice detail. Overall, hey, I like it. So now let's talk about the other stuff here. So we get these spiky chains again, and these are to facilitate the swords. So what you do is you plug one into one sword, you plug the chain into the chain, and then you plug the other sword into this end, and now you have your swords on a chain, which is pretty cool. Now, one thing I do not like about the way this chain works is I don't like the way it articulates, because it has alternating hinges. So you have this hinge here, which moves up and down, and then you have this hinge that moves side to side. So if you wanted to get like an actual kind of like swooping, swinging kind of arc, you can't really do that and make it look all too natural, because it just, you don't really have the hinges to do so. So I wish all the hinges just went in one direction instead of alternating directions. I don't think that was particularly a good choice, but hey, it is what it is. You can make it work if you need to make it work, but still, hey, it's a thing you can do if you want to do it. So now let's talk about this piece right here, and this piece is just kind of funny, because this piece is meant to facilitate this little guy. If you have the Battle Master's Optimus Primal, this piece is for him. So one thing you can do is you can store this piece. You just store it on his back, like so. Just use that post-port connection. You can have that stored on his back, but when you transform him into his blaster mode, this now becomes a handle that will just plug in right there, and now we have that going on. And now Ape Link can hold little Primal and pew pew bang bang, pew pew bang bang, and all of that good stuff right there. That just tickles me. I love that. And then we have this piece right here, and this piece is for storage. So this just plugs into this port right here. And what these are for is storing, one, the little push missiles. And those will just slip right in there on either side. The chains get plugged in to the top. You can plug them into the bottom too. Again, that's the case of do what you want. But per the instructions, they just have them plugged in here and then just kind of draped over his shoulders. But again, you can do whatever you want there. You take your little primal gun, you remove the handle, and he plugs in right there. And then you take the handle here, and they want you to just plug this onto the forearm like so. And there you have your storage. Hooray for storage. And just so we can see them together, here he is with the Studio Series Optimus Primal. So you can see Primal and Ape Link together, reunited, and it feels so good. So there you go. So that is basically it for the robot mode. So let's get down to beast mode, because we have some things for that as well. Okay, so here he is in beast mode, and that is where this piece comes into play, and this is for the stock beast mode head. So what you're going to do is you're going to remove this head, and it's just on a mushroom peg, so just kind of slide it forward until it pops off, like so. And once you have done that, you bring this piece in, and this will just slide over this mushroom peg, like so, and just kind of work that in until you get that in place. There you go. So you got it looking like that, and then you just pop this back in. Let's give that a little wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. There we go. It takes a bit of doing, but it is doable. Just get that seated there, and then you can just close this back up. Now, the purpose of this piece is, well, one, it kind of gives him kind of an ugly long neck, which doesn't really work too well when you have him in his kind of natural pose, so I'm not the biggest fan of that. But the purpose of this is if you want to stand him upright, now you can actually bring his head all the way down. So it looks like that. So that's a thing you can do if you want to do it. But let's face it, if you're buying this kit, it's because you want to turn him into Ape Link. So you're going to use this head. So this piece, in my opinion, is honestly kind of pointless. But hey, again, things you can do if you want to do it. But let's pop all this off and pop on the Ape Link head so we can get the full effect here. But there we have the full-on Ape Link Beast mode, and that looks really good. Really good. But let's get in close here so we can take a look at that monkey noggin there. Oh, yeah, I said monkey. I don't care. All right, fight me because I'm bored. But anyway, a good-looking noggin right there. Very nice. You do have an articulated mouth, so you can open it real wide and go, ah! That's what it looks like he's doing, isn't it? But very nicely done, but it can move up and down. You get some side-to-side movement as well. Now, this head is on a slider, so you can just slide the head forward, and that will allow you to bring the head down if you want him looking more down. So that's how you get that extra bit of articulation there, is just through that slider there. And then you just slide that back. And that works out quite nicely. And you do want to make sure that neck is compressed when you're going back into robot mode, but otherwise it doesn't affect the transformation. Just looks really good. Really good in my opinion. And again, we'll bring in Primal so we can see the two together. And again, reunited. Good. It feels, yes. And you can still keep everything else stored on him if you wish. Again, things you can do if you want to do it. As far as the key goes, I mean, I guess you could just, like, you know, put it in his mouth or something. You can hold that there like that. There you go. Storage. Hooray. Hooray for storage. So, there you go. So there you have the DNA kit for the Takara Rise of the Beast Optimus Primal. And yeah, it's a nice piece of kit here. I mean, it's a nice conversion kit. It'll turn your Optimus Primal into Ape Link. So if you've been wanting an Ape Link in your collection, there you go. It does the job, and it does it well. The extra bits, you know, you can take them or leave them. I personally love the little handle that makes the Battle Master's Primal able to be held by Ape Link. For some reason, that just amuses me immensely. But yeah, overall, I like this kit. I think it does a good job. So, there you go. Now, I picked this up from BigBadToyStore.com. I'll put a link to their site in the description down below so you can check that out. And I think that's it. So don't forget to check out EmGo's, check out Love, Peace, Paranormal, follow me on Twitter, all of that good stuff down in the description below. And I think that's pretty much all there is to say. So, there is the DNA Design DK-48 kit for the Takara Rise of the Beast Optimus Primal. And this is EmGo saying, remember, you don't stop playing because you grow old because you stop playing. Be geek, be proud, palm in your face.